challenge with the speech making. The challenge with speech making is a lack of guidance. Having been a speaker at a high level, been involved in speaking organizations, I can say with absolute certainty that speaking, public speaking, getting up in front of a group is a science and an art, and some people have a natural knack, but anybody can learn it. The challenge is, if you have no guidance and you don't have that knack, then just getting up in front of a group and presenting, you can get more comfortable, but you might be getting comfortable delivering terrible speeches. Without guidance, what makes for a good presentation, you can actually end up developing bad habits and keeping bad habits. So the challenge with that aspect, the speaking aspect or the presentation aspect of the typical leads group, is simply a lack of guidance leads to poor speeches. And the second aspect or challenge has to do with content. So if I'm a mortgage lender and I'm in a leads group, it would be pretty typical for me on my turn to speak to get up and talk about mortgage insurance, or FHA loans, USDA loans, or first-time homebuyer programs. All of that is of some interest, but is it of any real value, intrinsic value to the members of the groups? Now, some would argue that by delivering that information that I give my partners more information so that they can go out and talk more effectively about me. But the reality is I don't want them to go talk more effectively in my realm. I just want them to hear the word mortgage and go, I have got the perfect person for you to talk to. I want to be the expert. I don't need them to be the expert. And the truth is, most people will hear me start to talk about mortgage insurance and they will fall asleep because they don't care about mortgage insurance. They expect me to be the expert. So for me to spend my 8 to 10 minutes talking about mortgage insurance does nobody any good. And this is where there's a huge opportunity to change the nature of networking groups, is in this speech portion, which I'll get to in a couple minutes. So the first promise has to do with becoming a better networker, improving your networking education. That fails as a result of the burden of responsibility. It's simply too heavy. The second promise is that you will develop as a better speaker. And again, that fails because of a lack of guidance and a lack of understanding of what the proper content should be to actually make that effective.